Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Stellaris, currently playing as the Digital Realm. Let's load the game, and let's see where we left off. Now what you'll notice is, if I zoom out here, I've actually expanded the range from where I can actually travel. Originally I could only travel from my homeworld. I've built some additional wormhole generators. You should see that little icon next to the systems where I've built those. So it gives me extended reach in terms of where I can travel. I've actually got various different ships in various different places. Exploring space. I'm inclined to build yet another one. Another science ship. I do need a bit more resources for that purpose. So that is really on my to-do list, getting those additional resources available. So at least I can expand my realm correctly. As you can see, there's two habitable worlds here. This one's 60%, that one here is 50%. I haven't discovered any further ones yet, further out. Alright. The structure on Chara and 2A are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playing ground or amusement park of sort. Science Officer Giuseppe Pianelli notes that many of the contraptions are high complex creations that we can learn much from, and that to the builder's alien eyes, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array, even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us, Digitalis, it looks most like a place where you would take your young children and let them amuse themselves. Cool. So that's given me an advantage in terms of research points there, which is great. Expertise, military theory. So she is meticulous, but she's also got an expertise here. Interesting. Okay. Interesting to take note of. We should finish the research of these items, these last two here, significantly quicker than before. Ah, Chara. Interesting. So there is a properly habitable world over here. Alright, let's go for the traditions here. Let's pause the game for just a second. Gain research points equal to a tenth of our monthly gain when surveying planets. That is cool. It should help me actually advance my research on all points quite nicely.
System survey complete.
What I'm going to do here with this ship here, I'm going to build myself another wormhole station. Yeah, slightly further south, not too much further, but slightly further south. As you can see, I already got a few in this area here. I should potentially also go further out in the direction here to build a few more as well. So, yeah, so I'm going to basically give them some additional orders afterwards to, of course, go there. On my homeworld, I will basically issue orders for construction of yet another science ship. Once I've got enough resources for that is. Chara. Lovely, lovely world. Resource storage. I've reached the maximum in terms of both influence as well as in terms of food. Let's have a brief look at actually what I can do with my policies and edicts here. So my main bit here is, of course, looking at this, what have we got as our main government? Ethics here, mechanist, and of course efficient bureaucracy. Fitting in line with fanatic materialist. Can use full AI rights policy. Can purge and displace aliens through the xenophobe. Okay. Now, what can I do in terms of my policies and edicts then? I don't want to do this one here. I know it does increase my research speed, but no. Let's do informational quarantine here. Governing ethics becomes more attractive, which is great. Minus 10% on the two others for a boost in one of them. That is really, really nice. Now, which one do I want to focus in on? Physics, society, or engineering? The question is, which of those trees does actually get me the robotics? Now let's keep an eye on that for the moment being. Probably one of the things I need to do here as well, of course, is build some additional construction ships. Particularly if I'm actually going to build some outposts. I think I might actually build an outpost in this direction here. Maybe in this system here. Haidus. Alright, let's increase the game speed again. Okay, perfect. So we got our colony ship here. I'm going to send it all the way down here to this planet here. Actually, straight away issued orders to basically colonize here. Straight away uses the relevant amounts. As you can see, because I actually used it now instead of later, it actually can start building up that amount again with that +5 I get every month in this instance here.
Research complete.
We received a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that they call themselves the Great Pelisimus Autocracy. They claim to have learned of our existence by listening on the communication of other empire that we are in contact with. Well, there's only one other one. Okay. Fanatic militarists and xenophobes. Alien scum. Ooh, okay. That's a proper greeting, I guess. Border range increase. That is, of course, a nice one to get. But, yeah, let's go for the ambitions here. So that's a lot further out, as you can see. Now, it will create some friction over here. But, yeah, let's have a look. So, new science ship here. And, of course, we are in need of recruiting a new scientist for that purpose. This leader, follow years of study, consists of an expert on settling on new worlds. Okay, research speed biology, new worlds, or survey speed. And let's take that one with the survey speed increase. Because of course he or she is going to be doing surveys. Which is exactly what I'd like her to do. Or him to do, really. Survey. Survey. And survey. Survey. And survey. Right. We should still get those boosts from our on our science team here. Where we get an extra 50%. Okay. Right, let's have a look at that in just a second. Let's first deal with this one here. New power plant. Let's go for the fusion reactor here. A large mineral-rich asteroid collided with Pythie number 4 at some point during the previous 1,000 years, in which what must have been a major impact event. An abundance of minerals can now be found on the planet in the vicinity of the impact crater. A fortuitous event. Okay, perfect. That's nice. It's relatively close to that world that we're now going to colonize. Now, what else can I do here? That ship is still en route, which is good.
System survey complete.
System survey here has been completed. Perfect.
Anomaly found.
Let's research that. Any anomaly I find is always worthwhile. I probably do also want to basically do something here on this world here. I can't clear anything yet. So let's in the meantime, of course, upgrade these power plants here.
Construction complete.
Got a construction ship, which is great. I did say I wanted to basically go for this system here. Is that the best one though? It might actually be better to basically place it here. Okay. I'm moving there in the meantime. Making sure I can get into that system.
Colonization in progress. System survey complete.
Let's change the move order slightly. Okay. Put another one in the list. back on the surface here. I want, of course, we'll do one of the next things. I want to basically upgrade these power plants here. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Pistar 1. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for have evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still there. Perfect. Of course, welcome. Thing to remember, if you have surveyed a system, the name will change from grey over to white. So that's always a clear-cut indicator as to whether you've had a chance to survey a system or not.
Anomaly found.
Let's research that anomaly as well. Got a negative balance in terms of energy,
Construction complete.
which is understandable. Alright, let's go down to this world here like I was planning on doing originally. What have we got here? There is of course still that set of alien vessels that we got there. There's of course a nice continental world still there. But let's make our way over to the surface here again. We need a few more upgrades of the power plants here, I'd say. Pistar 3A is an exceptionally rich in minerals that are unfortunately of no use to us. However, Science Officer Lorena Batista believes that many elements in the crust of Pistar 3A can be transformed into potential more useful forms through positron bombardment. The ISS Arbiter has requested that the digital realm set aside 100 energy credits for the purpose of this credit.
Situation log updated.
Well, let's research it. As long as that ship is still in orbit, why not?
Construction complete.
Okay, so construction ship here. Alright, I can of course get more resources from these planets here, these different locations.
System survey complete.
Okay. Another colonizable world. Decent size as well.
Special project complete.
The crew of the Arbiter are pleased to report that their experiment has a success and a significant number of dense material veins on Pistar 3A have been transmuted into usable resources. Wow, look at that one. Look at that. That's an amazing world.
Incoming transmission.
The galaxy presents enough threats without having to worry about a war between the digital realm and the great perilous autocracy. We suggest entering into a non-aggression pact to mutually secure peace. Well, let's go for that. Let's have a look at these guys here. Have we got a non-aggression pact? Okay, let's take that for the moment. Okay, so from here I can actually, can I do anything else here? Nope. Survey some other systems here in the area. Alright, let's set all of these into motion here. Nice little chain of exploration that we should be able to go through here. So look back at our surface here. We should be able to upgrade a few more of these. Power production facilities. Now where are we in terms of research? This will be completed relatively shortly. 2 months remaining, it says. That's our sensor range, of course.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Perfect. Thrusters has increased in terms of level. Bacterium power plant. Look at the actual output of that. That's amazing. I think we need to get more power, so that's a good investment.
Survey complete.
Survey this system here. Quite a nice system in terms of minerals. I might want to put up an outpost here, but let's see how that goes. Look at that, we're getting a +3 here now. So we're allowed to have 6 systems.
Construction complete.
Good. So all of these were upgraded, which is great.
Anomaly found.
I can't upgrade these yet because we need a planetary administration, and at the moment we don't have that. We just have this basic thing here. Now, how do I upgrade this? Okay, I need basically more
Special project complete.
Minerals. Our continued study of the massive skeletal remains of Echichi-1 have managed to shed some light on how the creature ended up on the planet. There are some very faint residual energy readings that indicate some kind of dimensional portal existing briefly towards the rear of the skeleton. Science officer Loretta Batista theorized that the creature passed through this gateway from another dimension only to quickly perish in the hostile environment of Echi number 1. Why it did this and where it came from are questions that might never be answered. Okay, so she gained experience and we gain additional research points. Good. The very geological structure of Terra number 7 is indeed in flux, driven by what science officer Lorenza Ricci assumes us is a tectonic process as fascinating as it is esoteric. What is of more interest to the digital realm is that we may be able to strategically halt the planet's ceaseless chaotic self-transformation. In short, a near-instant stabilization of the planet into something slightly, if not entirely, more habitable is theoretically possible. Lorenza Ricci estimates that approximately 200 energy credits will be needed to power a thorough mapping of planetary activity and determine the validity of what the science officers team termed a surgical terraforming strike. Actual terraforming lies beyond our grasp at present, but this is an exciting opportunity. Just leave it as being research point for the moment being, I guess. But that's quite an interesting one. Okay. There's another continental planet there. That's, of course, good pickings.
System survey complete.
So we've got another science ship here ready. I can actually, of course, survey more systems with this. Another construction ship here ready. So this one here, okay. Build another wormhole station. I did want to build an outpost over here. I'll still do that exact same thing. Okay. I'd love to be able to, of course, go further out than where I am at the moment. So again, for that purpose, I'm going to build another one of our wormhole stations in this direction, in this instance, allowing me to travel out further once again.
System survey complete. Situation log updated.
We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Uranium system. Strange objects have been flagged as Theta Menace until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Well, let's research them straight away. It should take us merely 3 months. Relatively quick one. 3 months for this one, 5 months for that one. We still got some boosts. Yeah, we still got some storage here. Not much, but we still got something.
Established.
We detected the presence of the primitive alien civilization on Ixum in the Athena system. They appear to be in the late stages of the Bronze Age, having mastered early metalworking. Although most of their population is rural, several large city-states have formed. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, this ship here is ready to now move out again. One of the things I actually haven't done is haven't actually gone through their homeworlds here. And I might actually be able to build another one of those stations here, even though I haven't actually done any of that sort as of yet. I should be able to do at least that. Okay, I'm running a positive balance once again here.
Special project complete. Research complete.
After successfully translating their language, we established communication with the Glostwerhini Pious League. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities have been terminated. Okay. Xenophobes. Perfect alien scum that they are. Okay. That is a bit of a worrisome one. They're relatively close to us in this side of things. An ocean world is here. And I might be interested in actually colonizing that one as well. But I'd like to basically upgrade some of my other colony worlds first. So what can I do here to start off with? I can maybe, of course, go and build ourselves a mine. And whilst I'm at that, I might actually want to build a robot here as well. In the same instance, I actually will be building here a power plant. I will be building here. What would I be building here? Let's build over here a lovely, well, I haven't got enough resources for it, but I was thinking of basically building there a farm. What are we gonna go for next? Building build speed. Okay. We have allowed you to move about freely in our territory for far too long. Okay. Guys, I only just met you.
System survey complete.
Why are you so aggressive against us? Because you're xenophobes? And we are materialist fools and we are infidel unbelievers. Okay. That explains a lot. That probably means that we will be going into some kind of conflict with these guys relatively quickly.
Found. Research complete.
Research completed. We can basically get the new fusion reactors here. Ooh, look at that one. Synchronized defenses. Fire rate is increased and weapon damage is also increased. I do want to go for that one at some point, but let's get this one first. Purple is always worthwhile, I would say. Well, most of the time that is. Anyways, for where we stand, I think it's a great point in time for us to basically call it a day. So let's basically save away the game here. And let's carry on from this in the next episode. In the meantime, thanks again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Take care, bye-bye.